అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Shubhodayam. Namo Namaha. Gurubhyo Namaha. Today is another good day. We are going to have another session on Samskrutam learning from Sri Akalla Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao garu, paying our respects to our country by reciting Vande Mataram and after that Prarthana. Let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajosna pulakitayaminim pullakusumita drumadala shobhinim suhasinim sumadhura bhashinim sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram. Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Thank you so much. Now let us request Jayashree garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Namaskaram అందరికీ. 1 minute meditation, 3 times ఓంకారం తర్వాత ప్రార్థన. ఓం ఓం గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమశ్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆన శృణ్వన్నోతిభిः सीदसादनम् ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః ఓం ప్రణో దేవీ సరస్వతీ వాజేభిః వాజినీవతి ధీనామవిత్ర్యవతు ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः पतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ధన్యవాదాలు గురుగారు.
మీరు మ్యూట్ చేసుకోవాలండి బాబు గారు.
హరి ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. ధన్యవాదములండి జయశ్రీ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. నౌ లెట్ us request our Guruji Shri Akerla Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao garu to start the webinar, please.
धन्यवादः. सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं. नमस्कारः. Now let us go with the 8th lesson of Parichaya, Bhavaprayogam and Sangraha Vishayaः. This is the today's topic. Jayatu Bharat, Jayatu Samskrutam, Jayatu Bharatam. Pathami Samskrutam Nityam, Vadami Samskrutam Sada, Jhayami Samskrutam Samyak, Vande Samskrutamataram. संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहं संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन् संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन् आत्मानमाहुतं मन्ये वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं वन्दे संस्कृतमातरं. हरिः ओम. Today's lesson, let me share first. Home. Could you see the lesson?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Today's lesson is Bhava Prayoga. In sentence construction, in Indian language, there are three types of sentence constructions: active voice, passive voice, and impersonal voice. The active voice is in Sanskritam Kartari Prayogam, passive voice is Karmani Prayogam, impersonal voice is Bhava Prayogam. We already studied Kartari Prayogam in Pravesha and Karmani Prayogam in earlier chapters of Parchaya. In Kartari Prayogam, Karta is Pradama important and Karmani Prayogam, Karma is important. In Bhava Prayogam, Bhava is important. Now, we are going with Bhava Prayogam. In Pravesha, we learned the verbs. There are two types of verbs are there. There are Sakarmaka Kriya and Akarmaka Kriya. There are two types of Kriyas. One is Sakarma Kriya, another is Akarmaka Kriya. A Kriya which depends on Karma is Sakarma Kriya. A Kriya which is independent of any Karma is Akarmaka Kriya. Balaha Patham Patati. Patati depends on Pataha. Patham. What Patham is reading. That depends on that Patati. So Patati Kriya depends on Pataha. That is Sakarma Kriya. Patati is Sakarma Kriya. But whereas Balaha Hasati, Hasati doesn't need any karma object. No object is required for life and laughing. He can just laugh like that. So object is not the criteria there. So without object also Hasati Kriya can be done. So the Hasati is the Akarma Kriya. Not having karma object, not having karma padam in the sentence. So with Akarma Kriya, this in Kartari Prayogam, Karta is Pradhana Sabdaha. In Karmani Prayogam, Karma is Pradhana Sabdaha. In Bhava Prayogam, Bhava is Pradhanaha. Here no karma will be there, but Karmani Prayog Kriya is used. In Bhava Prayogam, Karmani Prayog Kriya only is used. In Kartari Prayog Kriya, normal Kriya is used. Patati is Kartari Prayog Kriya. When we use Karmani Prayog Kriya, we use Karmani Prayoga Kriya Pathyate. But in Bhava Prayogam also we use that Karmani Prayog Kriya only for Akarmaka Kriyas only. So the Kriya used will be Akarmaka Kriya, not Sakarmaka Kriya, but in Karmani Prayogam. Now read the sentences given below. Vrukshena Kampyate. Kampati is Sakarmaka Kriya. Kampati is the Kartari Prayog Kriya. Kampyate is the Karmani Prayog Kriya. Vrukshena Kampyate. For Kampanam, nothing is, object is not required. Just itself, Vruksham itself shakes. The tree is shaking. Tena Upavishyate. He is sitting. Sitting is done by him. Taya Hasyate. All these are Akarma Kriyas. Kampyate, Upavishyate, Hasyate, Pachyate, Sankyate, Ujjate, Etchate, Milyate, Ujjate, Vrujyate, Nrutyate, Uthiyate, Vikasyate, Chalyate, Sthiyate. All these things are Akarmaka Kriyas. Not having object, not requiring object for doing these actions. For doing these actions, there is no object required. But that's why they are called Akarmaka Kriyas. And they are used in Karmani Prayogam, not Kartari Prayogam. Kampyate is Karmani Prayog Kriya. What is Kartari Prayog Kriya for this? Kampati, Kampate. Kampate is Kartari Prayogam. Kampyate is Karmani Prayogam. Here in Bhava Prayogam, Kampyate is used. And when Kampyate Karmani Prayog Kriya is used, the basic rule is the Karta should be in Tritiya Vibhakti. So what is Karta here for Kampyate? Vrukshaha. So Vrukshaha Sabdan should go to Tritiya Vibhakti. Vrukshena Kampyate. Similarly, Tena Upavishyate. That person is sitting, he is sitting. That he should go to Tritiya Vibhakti. Saha. Saha Sabdan goes to Tritiya Vibhakti. Tena. Taya Hasyate. She is laughing. So the she Sabdan goes to Taya. Saha. Saha Sabdan goes to Taya Tritiya Vibhakti. Vruddhaihi Pachyate. The old man is falling. Old man, the falling is done by old man. That is the normal thing. But when you are writing, if you observe these English translations, when you are writing in English, you are writing in active voice. You are not writing in a meaning, you are not writing in a passive voice. The tree is shaking, that is active voice sentence. But whereas in Samskrutam, you cannot do like that. The tree is shaking to be written in Vrukshena Kampyate. The Kampanam is being done by Vruksham. Taya Hasyate Vruddhaihi Pachyate. Vaidyena Shankyate. The doctor is asserting a Sankyate. Sankati, Sankate, Shankyate. Sankyate is the Karmani Prayakriya. Atidhibihi Ujjate. Ujjate means staying. Was staying. So Shikshakaihi yachyate. Yatati yachyate. Yatati Kartari Priya Kriya, yachyate Karmani Priya Kriya. Shikshakaihi Tritiya Bhakti. All these things. Tena, Taya, Vurdhaihi, Vaijyena, Atidibhihi, Shikshakaihi, Grohinivihi, Ambikaya, Sundarya, Balikaya, Pushpena, Tena, Yana, all Tritiya Bhakti Sabdas. They are all Kartas. So this is the Bhava Prayogam. Bhava Prayogam contains Karta in Tritiya Bhakti, no Karma, Kriya will be there in Karmani Prayogam. This is the rules of Bhava Prayogam. Simple, very simple. So, and Bhava Prayogam is mostly used in Sanskrit, but not in any other language, in local language or any other language. The above sentences are Bhava Prayogam, or impersonal voice, present voice. There are three types of expressions possible in Sanskritam. There are Kartari Prayoga, active voice, Karmani Prayoga, passive voice, and Bhava Prayoga, impersonal voice. We have learned at Pravesha level that verbs are two types, Sakarma Kriya and Akarma Kriya. In Sanskritam language, a sentence that has a transitive verb, that means Sakarma Kriya, can be expressed either in active voice, Kartari, or in passive voice, Karmani. If you have to use a Kartari Prayoga Kriya Vakyam and Karmani Prayoga Vakyam, you have to use transitive verb, that is Sakarma Kriya you have to use. But similarly, Kartari Prayoga Vakyam can be made in Akarma Kriya also. But Karmani Prayogam cannot be done with an Akarma Kriya, because karma, for Karmani Prayogam, karma is required to be shown. Similarly, a sentence that has an intransitive verb, that is Akarma Kriya, can be expressed in either Kartari or Bhave, impersonal voice. In other words, when we change the voice of a sentence having an intransitive verb, Akarma Kriya, from active voice, we get Bhava Prayogam or impersonal voice. So you write a sentence in Kartari Prayogam with Akarma Kriya and convert that to Karmani Prayogam. Automatically it becomes Bhava Prayogam. Convert that Kriya into Karmani Prayoga Kriya. Automatically that becomes a Balaha Hasati. Then write Balena Hasyate. Balaha Hasati Kartari Prayoga Kriya. And Balena Hasyate Karmani Prayoga Rupam Hasyate. But it is in Bhava Prayoga, not Karmani Prayoga Kriya, because karma is not there. Now, however, in other Indian language, the use of Bhava Prayogam is not there. Not there means not as common as in Sanskritam. Sanskrit is mostly used. In English also, we rarely come across impersonal voice. Hardly we use in English also. Therefore, the above Sanskritam sentences that are in Bhava Prayoga are translated into English in active voice only. In one or two sentences, the literal translation is shown in brackets. The fifth and seventh sentences marked with a star are translated in impersonal voice only. On these lines, try to understand the remaining sentences also, whatever you use in the line. Now, what are the rules for Bhava Prayoga? Rules of Bhava Prayoga, impersonal voice are, first rule is, subject karta will be in instrumental case Tritiya Vibhakti. Karta should be used in Tritiya Vibhakti. Balakena jayate. Balakena, balakaha jayati. Kartari Prayoga Kriya. Kartari Prayoga Vakyam. That is active voice. Balakaha jayati. Jayate Karmani Prayoga Kriya. When you use jayate, then you have to use balaha, balakaha, balakena. Then balakena jayate. Then the next rule is, the verb will change as in passive voice, Karmani Prayoga. The verbs will be used, will be Karmani Prayoga Kriyas. Jayate, Pachyate, Kampyate, Upavishyate. Yakaram will be there and Atmanepadi Rupam will be there. What is Karmani Prayoga rules? Karmani Prayoga Kriya, how it will be seen? For understanding Karmani Prayoga Kriya, first is it will be in Atmanepadi Rupam. Second will be Yakaram will be there. That is the indication for knowing that this is the Karmani Prayoga Kriya. If you say Jayate, Yakaram is there. Kampati, Yakaram is not there. But when you make it Karmani Priya Kriya, Kampyate. And Kampate is also Atmanepadi. That's why in Karmani Prayogam also Kampyate Atmanepadi is coming. But certain cases Hasati, Hasyate. Hasati is the Kartari Priya Kriya. Hasyate is Karmani Priya Kriya. Yakaram is coming and Atmanepadi Rupam is coming. So why to understand this Atmanepadi Rupam is coming? When you are using different lakaras, converting to Vartamana Kalam to different lakaras, Bhuta Kalam, etc. This is to be understood. Atmanepadi style of conversion is to be used instead of Parasmayapadi. Though the dhatu is Parasmayapadi dhatu. That's what the important point you should understand here. Then third rule is the verb is always in Prathama Purusha. Uttama Purusha and Madhyama Purusha verbs will not be used in Bhava Prayaga. Always Prathama Purusha verb only will be used. And the Ekavachanam only it is used. Because there is no karma, because this Kriya depends on karma. And there is no karma. So we don't know the Ekavachanam, Divachanam, Bahuvachanam. And we don't know whether it is Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha or Uttama Purusha. Though that's why the usage is always in Prathama Purusha, Ekavachanam only. The Bhava Prayogam will be always, the Kriya will be always in Prathama Purusha Kriya and Ekavachanam. And then fourth rule is, since the verbs are intransitive verbs, that is Akarma Kriya, there is no object Karmapadam in Bhava Prayogam. This is what we know. So these are the four rules Bhava Prayogam. And with this, Bhava Prayogam is also complete. We have completed the 3 sentences Prayogas. Parichaya main subject is completed to some extent on Bhava Bhasha Abhyasa with this. Now see the book. In the book there are so many Abhyasams. Please do the Abhyasams in the 10th lesson of Parichaya Pustakam. That thereby you will get more knowledge on this Bhava Prayoga usage. Then let us go to next subject, Vyavaharika. We'll go to next subject is Sangraha Vishayaha. Sangraha Vishayaha is the backbone for Sanatana Dharma. In Sanatana Dharma, we use lot of jargons. Lot of words will have lot of meanings, which conveys Sanatana Dharma. And what are those things are? They are Dvandvas are there, Trayos are there, Chatvaras are there, Pancha, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. So every number has got a specific type of words are there, which convey the Sanatana Dharma feelings, Sanatana Dharma rules. So now let us take few pairs, Dvandaha. Dvandaha is very important in Samskrutam, in Sanatana Dharma mainly. In Sanatana Dharma, Dvandas play a lot of important role in explaining Sanatana Dharma. Ratrihi Divaha. Ratri Diva is the Sanatana Dharma Hinduism. Ratri night, Diva Ratri day are not just periods, but have deeper symbolic and spiritual meaning. Ratri night, tamasic influence is there, Ratri. And rest and rejuvenation. I go briefly because there are lot of lessons, lot of these things are there. I gave the lessons to you. You please read, you will understand. I will go with the headings on these things. The Ratri means tamasic influence and night, day means rest and rejuvenation, light and other things. Diva means sattvic influence. Ratri means tamasic influence. Nidra. Nidra is tamasic. Ratri represents Nidra, tamasic influence. Day represents Gnanam, light, sattvika influence. Active growth is the condition, the result of the Diva. We will be active in daytime. In night time, we take rest. So that is the quality of night. Daytime quality is active and growth. Cyclic, these are cyclic. Ratri and night, day and night is cyclic nature. Just like death and rebirth. Just like death and rebirth, the day and night is also cyclic. Life is transient. Both day and night are temporary. Balance is the key. Balance between Ratri and day highlights need the balance in life between the rest of the activity and darkness and light. Then what is the spiritual significance for this? Understanding the symbolism of Ratri and Divas can help individuals cultivate self-awareness, recognizing the cyclic nature of life, and interplay between the light and darkness can foster self-awareness and spiritual growth. Life in harmony, embracing the balance between Ratri and Divas can encourage individuals to live in harmony with nature and themselves. The next important dvanda is Swarga Narakas. If you do good karma, you go to Swarga. If you do bad karma, you go to Naraka. That is the belief of the Sanatana Dharma. So Swarga and Naraka is the two important stations for the karma, whatever we are doing. So Swarga, heaven, and Naraka is the hell. So Swarga is the place where we enjoy for our good deeds, and Naraka is the place where we suffer for the bad deeds. So the realm of bells and temporary abode. It is also temporary. Once your punyam is complete, you have to come back again to the earth. Similarly, Naraka, once you complete, you face all your punishments, then you come back to earth to take janma and take the karma of balance karma into the action. Then purpose and significance is the concept of Sarga and Naraka several purposes. Moral guidance. It will give a moral guidance to the public. They provide a moral framework encouraging individuals to live a virtuous life and avoid negative actions. The attraction of Sarga, the Sukham, will make the people go in a dharmic line, in a positive line, in a good line. That's what the importance of Sarga and Naraka creation in Sanatana Dharma. Moral guidance and then karmic balance. They represent the idea that actions have consequences and individuals must reap whatever they sow. This karmic balance, whatever you do, you have to face it. That concept is very important concept for the people to go in the right paths. If I do bad things, I have to face it someday. That belief in the people will make them go in right path. When once they forget that, they do all nonsense. So normally it's human nature to forget these things because of the pleasures and influences of indriyas. So controlling them and trying to be in moral way is the important concept for creating the Sarga and Naraka concept. Whether they are really there or not, that is a different issue. But the people will go in a right path, having known that my karma will decide my future life after death. So that's why these things are very important in human life. That's why Sanatana Dharma is a life science. Sanatana Dharma means the life of the individuals. So that's what we have to understand. Karmic balance, they represent the idea and actions have consequence and individual must reap whatever they sow. Then spiritual growth, the fear of Naraka and the aspiration of Sarga can motivate individuals to strive for spiritual growth, self-improvement, ultimately liberation, moksha. Ultimately, they try to go to moksha by doing all good deeds and loka kalyanam. Symbolism and interpretation. Sarga and Naraka can also be seen as symbolic representations of inner states, inner heaven and inner hell. The hell is only within us. The Sargam is only within us. That concept is also developed in this concept. Inner heaven and hell. Sarga and Naraka can represent inner experience of joy, peace and suffering. If you are happy, if you are living happily, that is Sarga. And if you are suffering with so many things, that is Naraka. So in the life itself, you have this Sarga and Naraka concept during the leading your present life itself. Psychological and spiritual growth. The concepts can encourage individuals to cultivate positive qualities and work through their inner struggles to achieve spiritual growth and self-realization. So self-enlightenment, self-realization, this will be important, is Sarga and Naraka concept. Similarly, Punyam Papam. This is similar to Sarga and Naraka. If you do Punyam, you go to Sargam. If you do Papam, you go to Narakam. That's what both goes in similarly. Merit deeds are called Punyam and bad deeds are called Papam. So, Vyasa Maharshi has given a slokam, Slokardhena Pravakshami, Veduktam Senda Grantha Kotibihi. In Granthas, what they told in Koti Granthas, I will tell in half slokam. That is, Parahitam Punyaya, Papaya Parapedanam. So, Punyam Papam, two important concepts of Sanatana Dharma, which is also another dvandas in the life. Then next goes to Sukham Dukkham. And these things will lead to Sukham Dukkham. Swargam, Narakam, Punyam, Papam, Sukham Dukkham. All these things are go together. All having the same meaning, but all the things will lead the person, a human being, to try to lead a good life, a positive life, a dharmic life. a important life that lead to the moksha. So now, next is dharma, adharma. Dharma, adharma is another important concept in Sanskrit, Sanatana Dharma. If you do follow dharma, you are leading to moksha. If you are doing adharma, you are leading to away from moksha. That's what it happens. You start living in various types of lives on the earth itself. So that's what dharma and adharma gives you righteousness and unrighteousness. What is right and which is wrong. The way you live, universal principles. Dharma encompasses universal principles like truth, justice, compassion, which promote harmony, balance in the world. If you believe it, if you people live with truth, justice, and compassion, the balance of world will be maintained. Personal duty. Dharma also refers to individual personal duty, swadharma, which is determined by the nature, role, and circumstances. Dharma, swadharma also depends on personal duty. How? Depending on his position, depending on his time, depending on his place, his duty is fixed. If you are a father, one duty. If you are a son, you have another duty. If you are a Raja, there is another duty. If you are a Mantri, there is another duty. It depends. If you are in a Tirthastalam, there is one duty. If you are in the house, there is another duty. If your time is morning, one type of duty. If your time is in the evening, that time one will be another. So dharma depends on the three sections. The position, your position, your position, and your place and your time. Dharma decides on these three factors. So dharma looks variable, but dharma is basically righteousness. And that righteousness, swadharma, bases on the position, place, and time. So this is the important concept you should understand on dharma, and not going as per the rules of the life, as per the rules of the society, as is adharma. So violation of principles. Principles, Veda told this, you have to behave like this. You have to do like this. You have given rules like that. Vedas, the basic Vedas give like that. So the rulings are there. Vedas are Prabhu Samhitas. Prabhu Samhitas means they give only orders. Vedas are Prabhu Samhitas, that means orders are there. What orders are there? You have to live like this. You have to lead your life like this. You have to do rituals like this. So you give orders there. They give the orders there, and orders have to be followed. That is the Vedas direction. And if you don't follow, that is adharma. So as per Shastra, if you don't do it, based on Vedas, Shastras have come, Puranas have come. Puranas are Mitra Samhitas. And Kavyas are Kanta Samhitas. So like that, so the same Veda, what is told in Prabhu Samhita Vedas, the same thing is told in Puranas in a friendly way, with a stories, with an examples who followed Dharma. And in Kavyas, it is told with a very interesting way of Varnana and all those things. That is the Kavyas. So there are Kanta Samhitas. A lady will be there. Around the lady and husband, the things will be moving. That is where the Kavyas are written. So that's how Vedas and Puranas and Kavyas will establish Dharma in the society. And not following those things is adharma. So Dharma and adharma is another Dvanda. And Prakriti and Purusha. These are another important concepts in the Sanatana Dharma. Advaita Siddhanta. In Advaita Siddhanta, Prakriti is the attribute of Purusha. Prakriti is a variable thing. Purusha is the permanent thing. Purusha is the reality. Prakriti is the death and coming and going, coming and vikara bhava. So Prakriti starts in Kalpa beginning and ends in Kalpa end. So Prakriti has got a limited phase, maybe 400 crores for a Kalpa. That is a different issue. For a person, it is a Janma and Mrityu, 100 years. That is maybe a different issue, but it is temporary. All these things are temporary. A Prakriti is temporary. Whatever may be, when compared to the human being, the whole universe is permanent. But whole universe itself is Prakriti, and that whole universe is temporary. And that temporary is the quality of Purusha. In Chatra Vyavahaga Yoga, Bhagavad Gita, it clearly says, I create this Prakriti. I create. This is my quality. I appear in a Prakriti form. I appear in this form, and that is a temporary. Whenever I need, I will close it. That's what Purushas, and I live in that. In all living beings, in Atma, as an Atma, I live in that. I come and live in that. So I am Vishwam. Whole Vishwam I am occupied. I occupy as a Purusha. I am Purusha. That's Bhagavan says, I am Purusha, I am Purushottama. I create Prakriti. Prakriti is my quality. And in this Prakriti, my gene is there. And all those genes will live as long as Prakriti is there. The moment Prakriti is gone, they all join with me again. That's what the principle of Prakriti and Purusha. That is the Siddhanta Advaita. But not Prakriti is separate, Purusha is separate, both having individual status. It's not there like that. Prakriti is the quality of Purusha. That's all. So this Prakriti and Purusha, another Dvanda concept. In the Sanatana Dharma is very important concept. And another thing is Jnanam and Ajnanam. Jnana means knowledge, and Ajnana means ignorance. Not knowing knowledge is Ajnanam. So Jnana means what? Jnana means knowing doing a thing is a Jnanam. But the real Jnanam is knowing the Purusha. What is the ultimate reality? What is ultimate reality? Understanding that ultimate reality is real Jnanam. But all other Jnanas are Vijnanam, which is used for the life living purposes in the day-to-day life. That is Vijnana. So science. The science is also Jnana. But real Jnanam is Paramatma. From Paramatma, the Vijnanam has come. Vijnanam is used for the Prakriti to maintain. The maintaining Prakriti, the Vijnanam is required. So the Vijnanam, with Vijnanam, Prakriti is maintained. When Prakriti closes, it joins with Jnanam. So Jnanam, but not knowing these things is Ajnanam. Not knowing the reality of the life, not knowing the Paramatma Swarupam, not understanding the concept of Paranjyoti, Paramatma, Nirvikara, Niramaya. That concept, not knowing, not understanding that concept is Ajnana. Everything, thinking that whatever is appearing is the real only. So going after the wishes, going after the desires, all these things are Ajnanam. Indriyam, following Indriyas is Ajnanam. Using Indriyas for learning reality is Jnanam. Use your Panchendriyas for getting moksha. The same Panchendriyas, if you control your Panchendriyas, you will get moksha. If you follow Panchendriyas, you go to Ajnanam and go on, Janma Mritu cycle, going on like that. So this is the concept of Jnanam and Ajnanam. So this Jnanam and Ajnanam are another concept in Sanatana Dharma, which you have to understand, one should understand to lead a comfortable, clear life and attain moksha. And then goes to Trayos. What are the Trayos? Trayos are Swarga, Mritu, Patala. These are the three Marcha, Patala. These are the three places where man moves throughout his karma. When you do good karma, you will go to Swarga. When you do bad karma, you go Patala. When you, in normal course, when doing karma, you will be in Marchalokam. So, Swarga, Marcha, Patala, three lokas are there. Heaven, earth, and underworld. These are the three places. So, and karma and the cycle of birth and death happens in these things. Instead of I explain everything like this, if you let us read these things and understand, that is better. And I just briefly go through all these things. Then Prathamatrayam, Prasthanatrayam. The Prasthanatrayam is the three important granthas which are given by our rishis to us to attain moksha. Prasthanatrayam. Prasthana means travel, your travel to moksha. For traveling to moksha, these three granthas will be useful. Upanishads are from Vedas, and Brahma Sutrani written based on Upanishads by Vyasa. In 550 slokas, he has explained all Upanishad sutras in more easy way. And from Brahma Sutras, Bhagavad Gita again written by Vyasa as told by Bhagavan. So, Bhagavan Krishna. So, Bhagavad Gita is also one, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, Upanishad, all the three are same. One after another. Upanishad, gist of Upanishad is Brahma Sutram, gist of Brahma Sutrani is Bhagavad Gita. Gist of Upanishad is Bhagavad Gita. So, Bhagavad Gita is the latest one which you should follow everybody from the childhood, from the primary school level, Bhagavad Gita start to be started, so that by the boy becomes 20, 25 years of age, he will understand the realities of life and he will lead the life in Grahastha in a comfortable way, in a positive way, instead of going into immoral activities. So that's what this Prasthanatrayam helps the people to lead a good life in the society. The next, in Trayas, there the next Traya is Ganga, Yamuna, Jamuna, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. This we all know. 3 rivers having pious rivers for us, where we consider taking bath in that will lead us to moksha. All our papas will be washed away by taking good prayers there. This is used for various important occasions, and we go there and pray. Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati rivers. So similarly, Trivarga Purushartha, Dharmartha, Kama, Moksha, Chaturvidha. If you moksha, you keep it separately. Dharma, Artha, Kama. Dharma, Artha, Kama is the Purusharthas. మనం అంటాం పుణ్యమైనా ఉండాలి, పురుషార్థమైనా ఉండాలి రా అంటాం. If you are doing some work, you should have punyam or at least purushartham. What are purusharthas? Purusharthas are this. Ardha and Kama are purusharthas. But Ardha and Kama, how it should be led? Along with Dharma. Without Dharma, if you lead Ardha and Kama, it will lead to chaos. Don't do that. Don't try to earn money without following Dharma. So Dharmartha Kama Moksha. So Dharma-based Ardham and Dharmam-based Kama. This will lead you to moksha. If you remove Dharma and Ardha and Kama, if you follow, you will not go to moksha. You will be having downfall and you will never reach moksha. So that is the concept of our Sanatana Dharma. Dharma, Ardha, Kama are the 3 important concepts of our life. Next, Ardha means earning money and all these things. And Kama means our desires. Dharma means the rules of the society, rules of the Vedas, what Vedas told to us, what Manusmriti and other Smritis told to us, what Sutras told to us. So that's how Dharma, Artha, Kama, 3 vargas. Then Vata, Pitta and Kapha, next Traya. Vata, Pitta, Kapha is Ayurvedic basic principles. Vata and Pitta and Kapha. Vata based on Vayu, Pitta based on Agni, Kapha based on water. Everything in our body is based on Panchabhutas. All Panchabhutas are in our body only. So Vayu is there in our body, Agni is there in our body, water is there in our body, Akasam, empty space is there in our body, ether is there in our body, and we are also having what is the 5th one? Kanda, earth is also there in our body. So all the 5 Panchabhuta formation is only our body. In that, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha play an important role to keep this body in a comfortable, healthy condition. How? Because this Vata and Pitta and Kapha will be there in our body, definitely. But they should be balanced. How much Vata should be there, how much Pitta should be there, how much Kapha should be there. In a balanced condition, it should be there. If that balance goes out, your health gets spoiled. If Vata increases and reduces Pitta and Kapha, some diseases will come. If Pitta increases, some other things will come down, then some other diseases will come. Gas, etc. and etc. Vata, etc. Joint pains, etc. will come. And Kapha increases, your chest and other things becomes congested and all those things will come. So water-based problems, Kapha, and Agni-based forms, gas, etc., acidity, and all these things, Pitta. And Vata-based is the joint pains, etc., holding, not having proper movement is Vata-based. For that purpose, we'll follow the various our food habits, etc., to keep these things in balance. That's why our kitchen is very important concept. Whatever you eat will make these things balance. Vata, Pitta, and Kapha should be always maintained in balance. Then healthy body will be there. You can live 100 years, 150 years, 200 years also will be there if these 3 are maintained in a perfect balance all throughout the life. So, what doesn't happen in normal life? What? Because of our bad habits. And one Triphala is one of the important this thing which maintains these 3 things in balance. That's what people say. Usage of Triphala regularly will keep Vata, Pitta, Kapha in the body in balance condition. Triphala Chornam. And then Tripitakani. Tripitakani is the sutras promulgated by Buddhism, one of the Nastika Granthas, and which also leads to the correct way of life and proper good way of life. Then next is the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Trimurtis. Trimurtis are our important concept of our Sanatana Dharma. The Advaita Siddhanta, Paramatma, who is a cosmic force, which is not known, omnipresent, that we don't know. Nirvikara, Anirvachaniya Shakti. That reality is Anirvachaniya Shakti. We cannot imagine how he is. Not we, even Rishis could not do it. Upanishads did not say. Upanishads also says, what Upanishad also says? Nirvikara, Nirguna, Niramaya. That's how only it says. It doesn't say Paramatma will be like this. It doesn't give any shape. It doesn't give any gunam, quality. So, but that way, that is Nirguna. Nirguna Murti Adharatana. Anybody can understand like that and do? So nobody can, everybody cannot do that. That's why we have created, the Sanatana Dharma has created another three gods. We believe all these things are there, all the people are there. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is there. Brahma is Srishtikarta, Vishnu is Stitikaraka, maintainer, and the Shiva is the Layakaraka. After one stage, when the things are going out of order, the Layakaraka Shiva will come in picture and remove everything into the Paramatma. So Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is three important concepts of our Sanatana Dharma to maintain our life and their qualities. Brahma with Saraswati, Vishnu with Lakshmi, Maheshwara with Shakti. All these things, these three Shaktis and Trimurtis. This combining the concept of our Sanatana Dharma to maintain our life happily. So this is Trimurtayaha. Then next question, Ratnatrayam. These were Jain philosophy, which also gives the Nastika principles of, they don't believe in Vedas, but they have gone separate theories in Samskrutam only. They have been written. And there also gives the good way of life, how to lead the life good. Jainism, Buddhism, though they don't believe on Vedas, they give the principles of happy living only in the society without going into adharmas. So that's why they are the part and parcel of, they have been generated from Vedas, from our Sanatana Dharma only, but they consider they have got an independent status. That is the thing. Then Ratnatrayam is the Jainist principles. Then Shakti Trayam, as I just now told you, along with three Murtis, three Shaktis are there. Brahma with Jnanam, Saraswati, Krishna, Vishnu with Lakshmi, Ardham, Ichha Shakti, and then Shiva with Shakti, Kriya Shakti, the eliminator. So all the three Shaktis are going along with the Trimurtis. And above these things are Bhagavati, you say call a Bhagavati or Paramatma, Paranjyoti, whatever you call. If you say, if you feel that is a lady type of God, you say Bhagavati. If you say Vishnu type of God, it is Adinarayana. If you say Shiva type of God, it's Adisankara, like that. So that is Paramatma, you give the shape. You give Saguna Radhana. Saguna Radhana, Nirguna Radhana. Nirguna Radhana is no shape. Nirvikara, Nirguna, like that you pray the God and reach. But that is a difficult issue for normal man. So Saguna Radhana they are given. Trimurtis and Trisaktis have been created and they have been given in that fashion, follow these rules and reach the goal of moksha. That's what the principle of Sanatana Dharma. And famous force, Brahmacharya ashramas, Chaturashramas, Brahmacharya ashram, Grostha ashram, Vanaprastha sannyasa. You lead your life in a systematic way. Up to 16 years of age, go to the studies, do studies. From 8 years to 16 years, do the gain the knowledge. Or 24 years, or 40 years. That is the ultimate study levels. Just like our high school, college, and post-graduation. In Brahmacharya ashram also there are 3 levels. From 8 years to 16 years is the first level. 16 years to 24 years is second level. 24 years to 40 years is third level. After 24 years, after 16 years, You will go to Shastras, and up to 16 years you will learn Vedas. After 16 years, you will start learning Vyakaranas, Shastras, Puranas, Itihasas, and all those things up to 24 years. At 24 years, a person is complete to lead a happy life. All the knowledge is passed on to him. At that level, he is permitted to take marriage. You go to Grihastha Ashrama, take marriage and lead a normal life and samsarika life. But some people would like to lead more and they want to pandit and they want to become kavis, they want to become higher level of education. They go up to 40 doctorate levels. Just like we have got doctorate levels. 40 years, up to 40 years of age, they do Sushrusha with gurus and learn all various things. Of all the 14 Shastras, they learn 18 education, 64 Kalas, they learn. All the whole education they will learn. Complete Shastra Pandita it takes 40 years. It is not I want to learn Vedas, I want to learn Shastras. Everybody start telling, people are not teaching us. It's not a normal education. Just like a doctorate is supposed to strive for 35 years. A doctor, if you want a person has to become a doctorate, he should become 35 years, he will become. So similarly, in Vedas, Sanatana Dharma line of education also, Gurukul's life of education also, a person if you want to be a complete Pandit, he will become at least 40 years. So that's what the system of education is same everywhere. But the system of education, brahmacharya is different. 16 years is different, 24 years is different, and 40 years is different. First they teach conduct and character and morals, and then go with other things. The systematic way of life is taught in brahmacharya. How a person should lead a life, that is being taught there. Then grihastha wife, children, and taking care of all the other 3 ashramas. Grihastha there is important responsibility he is supposed to take care of brahmacharis, they are supposed to take care of vanaprasthas, they are supposed to take care of sannyasis also. So he is the person who is earning and leading the whole life in the society. He is the backbone for the society. Grihasthas are backbone of the society. They are supposed to earn, they are supposed to lead a dharmic life, they are supposed to enjoy also, and with a wife and other children, etc. And at the same time, they will take care of brahmacharis, they will take care of old people, they will take care of the sannyasis. That is this. This is called Chaturashramas. This is one of the important concepts of Sanatana Dharma, Chaturashramas. Then similarly, next fourth one is Chaturangani, Ratha, Gaja, Ashwa, Pada. These are the 4 angas required for the army. Just now we have got army, navy and air force and cavalry, so many artillery and so many things are there in army. In those days, in olden days, Ratha, Gajas, Ashwa, Padati, 4 types of sainyas are used to be there. So that is the Chaturangani. Then next goes to Chaturupaya. It's a very important concept in management. Chaturapaya is a very important concept of management. Sama, Dana, Veda, Dandopayas. Arbitration. Samaha is arbitrations. Danaha is giving some money and exchanging some, say, okay, I have done that mistake, I will pay for this. So like that Danam. So with Danam, with money, with exchange of some properties, you come into a conclusion and make friendships, make deals. That's Danam. Then Veda, that is not happening. If by that the people are not being controlled, then what he will do? The Raja will send spies into the other country, next country, and create Vedas in them. They divide them, just like Britishers have done in our country. Now we are suffering with caste politics, divide and rule policy. Based on the divide policy, they have created castes, and between the castes, they created enmity. And based on that enmity, they started making us fight each other and hating each other. Like that, they make us weak. So because we have become weak, they ruled us 1,000 years. Last 1,000 years, they ruled us. And mainly the English people that did this concept. But the others have done, the invaders, Muslims, they have killed us. Their rule is only the kill, that's all. But Britishers did not do it like that. They do it very sapakinda near antar sara, like that. cold blood murder. They did cold blood murder type by creating education, by creating Veda. They followed Veda Upaya and taken whole country into their fold. They made fight a Christian king. They made a fight a Muslim king with Hindu king, and they started doing arbitration and then taking over both. Like that, the whole country they were occupied. That's what the history. If you see the history of British rule, you will understand how Veda they have used it in taking over the country. Then Danda. The final is Danda army. And now it's going on with Pakistan. What we are doing for terrorisms. So that is Danda. Samadhana, Vedanta. What are the 4 upayas of management of a ruling country? It's very important concept of management. So next is famous 5s, Panchas, Panchakanyas. These are Panchakanyas are not normal Sambhogandva, not born through Sambhoga. They are directly born from Panchabhutas. They are called Panchakanyas. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Savitri, Tara, Mandodari. Ahalya born, I don't know how she is born. She is born from Brahma directly from his body. He created that. There's no Sambhogam there with any lady. Ahalya was born like that from Brahma's Manas. So Ahalya. Draupadi is born from Agni. Sita born from Bhumi. Tara born from, I'm not sure. Mandodari also. Both are born some other way from Panchabhutas only. All these 5 are Panchakanyas. That's why they are Nichya Kanyas. They may have children, but they are Kanyas only. Because Parasara Maharshi gave Vyasa, gave birth to Vyasa just by seeing Saugandhi, Satyavati, not by actual intercourse. This is the Tapas Shakti is like that. Brahma creates Ahalya just by Tapas Shakti, not by any intercourse. So the intercourse is only for humans, not for the Devatas. That we mix up. We apply the rules of human to the Devatas and misunderstand the concept of Devatas. So that we should understand. Sanatana basic principle you should understand this. So Panchakanyas, Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Savitri and Mandodari, Sita, Tara, Mandodari are the Panchakanyas in the important ladies in our society. Taken birth earlier. Panchabhutani. Panchabhutani is the Prithvi, Apaha, Prithvi, Apastejo, Vayu, Akasha. So these are the Panchabhutas. These Panchabhutas have got 5 qualities. Akasha has quality of Shabda, Vayu is quality of Shabda and Sparsha, and Teja is quality of Rupa, Shabda, Sparsha, and Apa has got the quality of Shabda, Sparsha, Teja and Rasa, and Prithvi has got the quality of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. They are Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Pancha Tanmatras, Prithvi, Apa, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha, Panchabhutas. The whole body, whole universe, everything in the universe created by God is the Panchabhutas. And this another important concept is these Panchabhutas are the basics of science. The whole science comes from Panchabhutas only. The whole science we read based on Panchabhutas only. We may call elements, chemicals, so many things we know names we go, but the origin is Panchabhutas. That's why our education system say understand Panchabhutas. That is science. Understanding the Panchabhutas is the science. Understanding the Panchabhutas is Iswam. Understand the Panchabhutas is the Khagola Shastram. Understand the Panchabhutas is the Ganita Shastram. All things are in the Panchabhutas. So Panchabhutas is the science, basic science of Sanatana Dharma. That's what we have to understand. So understanding Panchabhutas is understanding the science of the universe. So Panchabhutani. Next is Pancha Angani. Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Panchangam. In Panchangam, for doing a good time, we have to see 5 concepts. We have to see the date of Tithi of that day, Vara of that day, Nakshatra of that day, the Phalitam of that day, the time. On that time, at that time, if you do, whether it's a good Phalitam will come or bad Phalitam will come. That is Yoga. And similarly, Karana also. Yoga and Karana will indicate what type of period is going on there. Bad period is going on and good period is going on. whether grahas in positive direction or negative direction. So, and that varies from work to work. For this work, something is good. For that work, this is bad. For this work, this is good. This yogam is good. For that work, this yogam is bad. So like that, for every work we do, we have a difficult theory of whatever we do in Sanatana Dharma, there is a specific theory, specific policy. Based on that only we live. Because of this last 200 years English education going away from our normal type of education, we have come now in a different line of thinking. But actually, in our life, in our way of life, Tithi, Varam, Panchanga usage and all those things, astrological based. Tithi is astrological based. The moon and sun positions indicate Tithi. How much is moon distant from sun will tell you the Tithi. If Paurnami is there, he is in exactly opposite direction to sun. When it goes into from Paurnami, from that time onwards to the reaching sun will be the Krishna Paksha. The moon goes into the sun orbit. And like that, when again from coming out of sun orbit is Krishna Shukla Paksha. Those 15 days and these 15 days. This 30 days is 1 month, that is Chandramana. So like that, Tithi is decided. Vara is decided based on the morning graha, ruling graha in the morning. Nakshatra is decided based on the 27 nakshatras in 12 houses, and that philosophy, astrological philosophy is there. So yoga and karana also is decided based on Tithi and Tithi only. Tithi and Surya Chandra position only. So these are the Pancha Angas which we all should read Panchangam. In fact, I confidently say I started reading Panchangam right from 1970 onwards. Every year I used to buy Panchangam. I used to read from first to the last page throughout that year, number of times. And mainly this Nemani Panchangam, Tangirala Panchangam, the information they have given in that Panchangam made me talk today so confidently on Sanatana Dharma. And if you see my house, you find all my Panchangas right from 1940s. So those Panchangas are real study I did. Not Vedas, not Shastras, not books. The Panchangam gives you the complete study, complete these things if you go through clearly, regularly. Nowadays, the Panchang Kartas are also deteriorated. They are doing mistakes. I agree with that. But earlier Panchangas, at least in my earlier life, they are good. They have given very good Panchangas and they have given very good information on various aspects of Vastu, various aspects of Sanatana Dharma, various aspects of astrology, astronomy, Jyotisham, all these things they have given in the Panchanga. And you know, they even predict which day rain comes, which day rain doesn't come. Which day Bhukampam comes. When the eclipse comes, NASA decides with so much study, with our study of astronomy, with our policy of astronomical thinking, we decide accurately when eclipse is coming. That's a complete science. Panchangam is nothing but science. Though it's looking like a Dharmic book, it's not. It is science, astronomy. One should understand, that's all. And based on that, results. Not only astronomical, just understanding the theory, the results also given there. Based on this position, this is going to happen in the society, in the Viswam. In the Viswam, this is happening. That is the thing there. So Panchanga is a very important concept in the life. So I've got time, yes. Now, like that, every aspect, this subject in Parichaya, what they have given is just like that. They have given every lesson they have given these things. Dvandas, Trayos, Chatvaras, like that they have given. But the meaning of these things gives you the total concept of Sanatana Dharma. In 10 chapters, in 10 lessons, they are given 12 these things. Dvandas to Dwadasas. If you understand each one of that, you will understand Sanatana Dharma very well. So Panchabham, banas. The Panchabanas are the Manmadha's banas. 5 flowers. 5 flowers are considered the banas. These flowers, Arvindam, Ashokam, Chutam, Navamallika, Nilotpalam. This, if you see the quality of these pushpas, you will understand the quality of Sringara. That's why they are Manmadha's banas. That's why we use these flowers in our Grihastha life. Those flowers are so attractive, so mattu untadani, like that. That creates so much these things. If you see Mallepuvu, how much it gives to you to, if you put Mallepuvu, if you take the smell Mallepuvu, jasmine, it gives so much. I'm not getting an English term to say how you get involved in that.
Intoxication, Guru Garu?
Inducted, induced.
Intoxication.
Intoxication. How much intoxication towards a positive thing? That intoxication comes. That flowers are, that's why they are Manmadha's flowers. Arvindam, Ashokam, Chutam, Navamallika, and Nilotpalam. These are 5 important Deva Pushpas. And then, and similar, the same 5 Pushpas are the Lalita also. So, Manmadha also takes this sugarcane and Lalita also takes sugarcane. What is the difference between these two? Manmadha encourages, Lalita subsides. That is the difference. If you take Aradhana of Lalita, these desires are being controlled. If you pray Manmadha, these 5 qualities are encouraged. This is for the encouragement for Srushti. For Srushti, encouragement is required. For Moksha, controlling is required. The controlling is done by Lalita, encouraging it is done by Manmadha. Manmadha is son of Vishnu. Lalita is supreme authority. Trisakti Rupam. Mokshakaraka. Similarly, Pancha Yagnas. Deva Yagna, Pitru Yagna, Bhuta Yagna, Manushya Yagna, and Brahma Yagna. These are the 5 yagnas we are supposed to do to every person will take birth with these runas, 5 runas. These 5 runas are relieved by these Pancha Yagnas. Deva Yagna means doing Yagna Yagadi Kratus. Pitru Yagna means doing Pitru Karmas, yearly ceremonies and Pitru Tarpanas, and they are all called Pitru Yagnas. And then both and marrying, Grihasthasrama is Pitru Yagna. Unless you marry, unless you have a son, Pitras will not get a salvation. So, by marrying, by having children, you are relieved of Pitru Yagna, Pitruna. By doing Yajna Yagad Kratus, you are relieved of Deva Gruna. Why? What is Deva Gruna? Devas are giving us meghas, Devas are giving us rain, so Devas are giving us the food. So that's why Deva Gruna is relieved by doing Yagnas. By doing Yagna, what will happening? You are treating the atmosphere, you are maintaining the Prakriti in a proper fashion. By maintaining Yagnas, you are maintaining the Prakriti. By maintaining the Prakriti, you are helping Devatas to give again rain to us. That's why Devarunas are gone. By doing Deva Yagna, Devarunam is gone. Deva debt is gone. That is Deva Yagna. Doing Yagna Yagad Krutus. Deva Yagna. Then Pitru Yagna is doing by Grihasthasrama. By taking Grihasthasrama, you are making Pitras get the salvation, and they go from Vasuloka to Rudraloka to Adityaloka, from Adityaloka they go to Swarga. So like that, Pitru, when you say Pinda Pradhana, that understanding, you will get the understanding of that, Pitru Yagna. Then Bhuta Yagna. Bhuta Yagna is, see, you are having the intelligence, you are having Buddhi, Vivekam, you can earn money, you can do something. And Bhutas, Pasupakshis, they don't have any of these things. They just eat and sleep and do that stuff. That's what Bhuta Yajna is there. But there should be somebody to feed them. That Bhuta Yajna is our responsibility, human responsibility. So we have to feed the Bhutas. Bhutas means all these Pashupakshadis. We have to feed them. It is our responsibility. So that is another Yajna. Then Manushya Yajna, Atithi. So everybody, all humans are taking birth based on their karma. They may do bad karma. They may be suffering because of that. We should have sympathy towards them. We should have the Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. We should help them. That is Manushya Yajna, Atithi Seva. Atithi Seva in the name of Vishnu, they say, so that we will have sympathy towards the people who come to our house. So, Atithi Seva, Manushya Yajna is to be done. These Annadanas are to be done. Like that. Those type of yajnas are to be done. Then Brahma Yajna. What is Brahma Yajna? Brahma Yajna is Rishis they have seen from Shabda. From Shabda they have taken the Vedas and given to us. Lot of Rishis have given lot of Granthas to us to live happily. All those Granthas we have to read. Reading them and making them others read is Brahma Yajna. Ajjayanam and Ajjapanam. You have to read and you have to teach your son. That is Ajjapanam. Ajjayanam and Ajjapanam is the work of Brahma Yajna. So all these 5 things are our duties. A person is supposed to do all these 5 things. By doing these things, and every day you are supposed to do tarpanas, Brahma Tarpanam, Rishi Tarpanam, and Pitru Tarpanam every day, 5 minutes job. Every day you have to do that. It's just 5 minutes job. Giving water to the Brahma Devatas, giving water to the Rishis, giving water to the Pitrus, with reciting that sloka. That's all. That is about 5 minutes job, maximum. Sometimes, if you know sloka very fast, within 2 minutes it will be completed. I do every day. So we have to do that. So many people have given their lives for this, for our Sanatana Dharma, protection of Sanatana Dharma. Crores and crores of people last 1,000 years have been killed by invaders and by the Britishers, by the colonials. How many people have? I don't change my dharma. I stand by my dharma. How many people have given their lives? Not only Brahmins, all other sects, all family, all caste people. Everybody has given their life. We have to give them. There is a sloka in that. నా గోత్రమైనవాడు కాదు, నా గోత్రం కాని వాడికి కానీ నేను తర్పణ ఇస్తున్నాను. ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ తర్పణ టు ది పర్సన్ హూ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్ మై గోత్ర and who is of others gotra, who doesn't have gotra also, who has died in an accident also, who has died on the road also, without having anybody, son or anybody. For all those things also I am giving. Like that, another sloka is there. So with all these things, that just a belief for us. You pray God, in whatever position they are there in the next janma, help them. That is the idea of giving tarpanas. So these tarpanas are to be done, these pancha yajnas are to be done by everybody. And then similarly, sixes. Pancha, after this is five or six. Pancha yajnas, then shat karmani, sixes. Ajjayanam, Ajjapanam, Yagnam, Yajanam, Yajanam, Dhanam, Pratigraham. These 6 are the qualities of a Brahmin. He is supposed to follow these things and do these qualities to be called as a real. Ajjayana means reading the Vedas, reading the Shastras and Vedas. Ajjapana means teaching. Yajanam means doing Yagnam. Yajanam means helping others to do Yagnam. That means Paurohicham, doing Paurohicham. Dana means taking money from others for doing good works. Giving money to others for doing good works. And Pratigrahana means taking Danam from somebody. If somebody is giving, we should take Danam also. There's nothing wrong in that. So these are the 6 duties of Sanatana Dharma. Then next 6 is Karman. Dhoti, Basti, Neti, Nailiki, Taraka and Kapalabhati. These are the yogas. Cleaning your body. These 6 are the cleaning your body. Dhoti, Basti, Neti, Nailiki, Tarataka is Kapalabhati. cleaning your nose, cleaning your throat, cleaning your eyes, cleaning your ears, cleaning your stomach. These things are Shat Karmani, yoga. Under yoga it is done. Shat Darshanani. Shat Darshanani already learned in Pravesha. Shat Darshanani, Sankhyam, Yogam, Nyayam, Vishesham, Purvamimamsa and Uttamimamsa. These theories are already learned. Next is Shat Durgani. For there are different types of Durgas. Rajas, kings used to make Durgas made of Dhanu Durga in the form of Dhanus. And Mahi Durga, big Durgas, big Durgas. Giri Durga, on hills they do it. Manisha Durga, they have human cover support. Sainyam will be, big Sainyam will be there. Manisha Durgam. Murdurgam, with earth they make Durga. Vana Durga, they grow forests around the Durga. So Vana Durga, there are these 6 types of Durgas are there. They say forts. 6 types of forts are there. Then next, Shat Rasas. Katuhu, Amlaha, Maduraha, Lavanaha, Tiktaha, Kashaya. 6 rasas. The 6 rasas are our food. You have to understand this. This will be useful for each one is for health and other things it will be useful. 6 colors. Then Shad Ripavaha. Our human, we have got 6 Shatrus. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madama, Saryas. I consider them, they are the best management principles. When once they are controlled and used, they are management principles. When they go out of control, they are your enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. Kama is required as long as it is Dharmabadha. Krodham is required as long as you control people. Lobham is required as long as you want to build up your strength of wealth to help the society. Moham is required as long as you want to grow up your children. Madam is required as long as you want to lead a happy life with a samsarika life. Madam is required. Matsarim is also required to have competition. Matsarim is also required. You have to have some asuya. Then only you will have competition. You will build up competition spirit. So for human qualities, for management concepts, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Matsarya is the best management concepts as long as they are in control. When once it crosses the control, finish. They eat you up. They don't eat others. They eat you up yourself. If you have got more kamam, you will suffer. If you have more krodham, you will suffer. You think that you are shouting on another person. That other person doesn't matter. He may hear, he may not hear. But actually you are killing yourself. So Kama, Krodha, Lobham also. The Kama, Krodha, Lobha is basic anomalies, basic Shatrus. And based on when these things go away from the limits, Moham, Madam, Acharyam will develop. 6 will develop. When all these 6 will go to the higher levels, Ahankaram will develop. When Ahankaram comes, you become totally Ajnani. You become totally zero. Finish. Your life is doomed. So, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Matsarya are the best management principles as they are in control. They are the worst enemies to lead you to the disaster and Ahankaram and make your life miserable once they cross the limits. Shatripa. Then next is Sapta Rishaya. They are the Sapta. Every Mahayuga will have Sapta Rishis. They are the Dharma Kartas. They decide Dharma for us. And these Dharma Kartas will, in some fashion, they will come to the king and they will advise them. If they don't hear, if the king doesn't hear, then they will punish that king. That is the philosophy of Sanatana Dharma. And kings also, if they have got any doubt, they are supposed to reach the Saptarishis and take advice from them. How to lead, how to face this problem. Say, if a got a Chama has come, a disaster has come in the society, what is to be done? They will go and ask them what type of yajna is to be done, what type of prakriti maintenance is to be done. These things they will take. And they are the authority in the Granthas. So they will tell. So Saptarishis are the important responsibility. They are the Dharma, the board of Dharma, Dharma board, Sanatana Dharma board. These are the Saptarishis. Then next, Sapta Samudraha. The whole earth is covered by 7 samudras: Sharam, Shelam, Dadi, Madhu, Sura, Iksha, and Sudodakam. If you read Vishnu Purana or Vayu Purana, you will get better idea of these 7 samudras and 7 dvipas and their areas, their geographical understanding, how much geography is there, how much is Jambu Dvipam, how much is there Lavana Samudram, how much is the Kshira Samudram, how much is Dadi Samudram, who live where, what type of people live there, how the people lead their life in these things. All these things are written in Vishnu Puranam and Vayu Puranam. Please read them. First few chapters will give these things. Every Purana will give these things, but these two things Puranas will give very elaborately with figures they give. How much is the area of Jambu Dvipa they give there? How much is the area of Shara Samudram they give there? It is given there. Sat Samudras, that is, everybody knows about it. Sapta Kola Parvatas. There are 7 Parvatas in Jambu, Bharatavarsha, which we consider as our Kola Parvatas. Then Sapta Prakritis. Raja, Mantri, Sushrut, Kosha, Rashtam, Durgam, and Sena. These are the 7 Prakritis required for maintenance of administration. For administration of a Rajyam, kingdom, these 7 are required. Raja, Mantri, Sushrut, Kosha, Rashtam, Durgam, and Sena. Then next, Ashtas, 8 Ashtadikpala. Indra, Agni, 8 Dikpalas. 8 sides are there for us, 8 Dikpalas are there. These Dikpalas, they control the whole universe. The Vishwam is completely just like a Sinsumaram, just like a oil making machine. Village oil making machine, the Vishwam is there like that. In that top is the Uttara Dhruvam. The Dhruvatara is there, North Pole. And the whole stars are in between. Whole planets are in between. And the whole earth is at the down. And then the whole thing is controlled by these 8 Ashta Dikpala. 8 sides, they stay in 8 sides and they do it. There are Indra, Agni, Yamaha, Nairiti, Varunaha, Vayuhu, Kuberaha, Ishana. Indra east, Agni southeast, and Yama south, Nairiti southwest, Varunaha west, Vayuhu northwest, Kuberaha north, and Ishanaha is northeast. And next is Ashta Diggajaha, Airavatam, like that. So Ashta Dikpalaha, Ashta Diggajas are there. Next is Ashta Siddhayaha. This Ashta Siddhaya is the each and Hanuman is considered to have all Ashta Siddhis. And Satyai Baba is considered to have 1 Siddhi of this. So with 1 Siddhi, how much name Satyai Baba has got? So one of these Siddhis will come by severe penances. They do severe penances in rivers, in night time, in smashanas. They do this severe penance and get that Shakti. Based on that Shakti, they can generate anything, they can do anything. Each Shakti has got a different type of Shakti. Then Ashta Mangalani. These are every temple, every Devata will have this Simham, Prushabham, Gaja, Kalasa, Vajram, Vyajanam, that is fan, Dhwaja, flag, and Bheri, Dhamar, and Deepa, light. So these 8 things are required for every temple or every puja graham. Navagrahas, there are Navagrahas are there in the, we know all these things. Adichaya, Somaya, Mangalaya, Budhaicha, Guru Sukra, Bhechara, Avekatanamaha. There are the 9 grahas in Surya Mandala and who are controlling the human being's life. So that's why whenever we take birth, we take the type of, at that time, what is the position of these grahas in the universe. Based on that, your life can be decided, the prediction can be done, Jyotisham can be checked. That Muhurta will indicate, that time of birth will indicate your life for the next 100 years. So that's what Navagrahas importance in the society. Very important Navagrahas is so we have to pray them every day. Adichaya, Somaya, Mangalaya, Budhaicha, Guru Sukra, Bhechara, Avekatanamaha. This slokam every day we have to recite so that their power is given to us. Navanidaya. These are the nidhis. There are the names. This is the number. This is the number quantity. This much is the nidhi is there, means this is the name. So these 9 names are there. Maha, Padmaha, Padmaha, Sankaha, Makaraha, Kancha, like that. So next is Navaratrani. Navaratrani is the Navaratnani. Navaratnalu, you know, Vajram, Maihuriam, Maicham, all those things. Other than that, Kaviratnas are there. Navaratnani, Kavishu, Dhanvantari, Chapanika, Amarsimha, Sakaha, Betalaha, Betala Bhattaha, Dhatakatraha, Kalidasa, Varamira, Varachi. They are considered within Vikramaditya's Asthana. They are called Navaratnani. Next, Dasa Dishaha. Dasa Dishaha, Purva Disha, Uttara Disha, like that. Dakshina Disha, Agni Disha, Nairi. Four main dishas, four antar dishas, top and bottom. These Das Dishas we pray every day in Sanjyavandanam. So Das Dishas. Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina, Agneya, Nairiti, Vayuya, Ishanya, Urdhva, Atha. So these are all having importance in our Sanatana Dharma. And then Dasho, what that means what? Dasya Dishas we are studying means what? We are studying universe. Universe studying means what? Science. So how can we say our Sanatana Dharma is away from science? Sanatana Dharma is part and parcel of science. Every way of life is part of Sanatana Dharma. That's it. Then Dashopanishads. This also we read already. Isha Kena Kata Prashna Manda Mandukya Tittirihi Aitareyancha Shanjokyam Prodharjanikam Pada. Out of 1008 Upanishads, 108 are very important. Out of 108, 10 are very, very important. And these 10 Upanishads are Bhashyam was written by many Bhashyakaras, Adi Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhva, and many people have written Bhashyas for these things. Even now modern people are writing also on all these 10 Upanishads, they are writing meanings. Many people are doing this. Dasha Upanishads. Isha Kena Kata Prashna, Munda Mandukya Titri, Bhaudharanyakam Tada. Next is Dasha Dhanani. So every karma we do, at the end of when somebody dies, we give Brahmins Dhanam. By giving Dhanam, we believe that is by making them happy, our Pitru Devatas will get future life blessed by God. Because of we are making the Bhusuras, Brahmanas, good Brahmanas, we are making them happy. That happiness goes and helps for our Pitru Devatas in future janmas. That's why these dhanas are given. Godhanam, Bhudanam, Tiladhanam. Tila means Tila, Hiranyadhanam means Bangaram, Ajyadhanam means Neyi, Vasadhanam means cloth, Dhanyadhanam means our Dhanyam, then good means good, good. Rupya means money, and Lavana means salt. This Das Dhanas. Then Ekadasha Rudras. These are the another Ashtadikpalas, Ashtadikpalas, Ashtadikgajas, Ashtavasus, Ekadasha Rudras, and Dwadasa Adityas, and Surya Chandra are the, not Surya Chandra, Brahma and Indra are the Devatas, 33 Devatas. When you say 33 Devatas, these Ekadasha Rudras are the part of 33 Devatas. The whole universe is controlled by these, administered. The whole universe is administered by these 33 Shaktis, 33 cosmic forces. These 33 cosmic forces are given by the 33 Devatas names. These 33 Devatas names are Ekadasha Rudras, Ashtavasuvas, Dwadasa Adityas, and then Brahma and Indra. If at the time of Sushti, Brahma, at the time of Sthiti, Vishnu, at the time of Layam, Shiva. Replaced. That place is replaced. So the total 33 Devatas. These 33 Devatas are coming to 33 Koti, they say. Koti means Anantam. So these Devatas will have Ananta powers. These Ananta powers, they control the whole universe. The whole universe is unimaginable size. We cannot imagine what is the size of the universe. Then next goes to the Dwadasa Adityas. This I just now told you. There are 12 Surya Gunas in the universe. That is Dwadasa Adityas. Then Dwadasa Rasas, Rasis. This astrological basis, 12 houses are there. These 12 houses are Dwadasa Rasis. So this how we have, and Dwadasa Masas. In our monthly, yearly calendar, we have 12 Masas, Chaitram to Phalgunam. Each month has got a specific festival. So that's how we celebrate our Sanatana Dharma. We maintain our Sanatana Dharma by doing pujas in every month in a specific way. That's how the whole Dasha Masas are also being given to us to maintain our Sanatana Dharma in a proper way. So that's how this Sanatana Dharma in made simple, I think I'm going to make a book on this. All these 12, all these, the whole, these things, all these things, what I told from Dwandas to Dwadashas are going to be made a book as Sanatana Dharma made simple. This book will be published later. Now I have given to you for your study, and this will be modified further in future by me, and then I will try to publish it as Sanatana Dharma Made Simple Volume 1. So now I stop here. Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Vanatu, Saha Viryankaravavahai, Tejasvin Avati, Tamastuma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti, 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 Satyam Vada, Dharmanchara, Sarve Jana, Sukno Bhavantu, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Jaitu Samskrutam, Jaitu Bharatam. Namaskaraha. Hand it over to the organizers.
Dhanyawad, Prabhakar Rao garu, for a very, very informative session apart from the normal Sanskrit. We'll go have questions after the Prarthana. Babu garu. Okay, Jayashree garu,
Sir. Yes.
you can do Prarthana, please. Thank you. Go ahead with the Prarthana, please.
Sir. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अदना सदना सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति 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 ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त
Mangalaani bhavantu.
स्वस्ति
Dhanyawadalu, Jayashree garu. Thank you very much for the nice
Dhanyawadalu, sir.
Prarthana. Now we raise for the national anthem. जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद जय हिंद
Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.
Now we take up questions. Sorry, we didn't have the Prarthana Sangeeta Geetam, Samskrita Geetam, because I could not see the persons who can do it. Lerandi. So we go ahead with the questions. Padmavati garu.
నమస్కారం గురువు గారు.
చెప్పండి.
లాస్ట్ లో శ్లోకం పెట్టారు మీరు. యత్ త్వగస్తిగతం పాపం దేహే తిష్టతి మామకే రాసనం పంచగవ్యస్య దహచగ్నిన్వే ఎంథనం. ఆ శ్లోకం ఒకసారి మీనింగ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లో అయినా చెప్పండి గురువు గారు ఒకసారి.
చదవండి మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి శ్లోకం. శ్లోకం ఇంకోసారి చదవండి.
పద్మావతి గారు మళ్ళీ శ్లోకం చదవండి. పద్మావతి గారు మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకుని శ్లోకం మళ్ళీ చదవండి.
ఇప్పుడు అన్మ్యూట్ అయిందండి, ఇందాక నుంచి అవ్వలేదు. ప్రెస్ చేస్తే గురువు. పంచగవ్యానుష్యే యత్ త్వగస్తిగతం పాపం దేహే తిష్టతి
గతం
మామకే.
పాపం. త్వగస్థిగతం. త్వక్ అస్థి గతం పాపం. In my twag and asti, in my body and bones and this kandaras, what is there? Papam. Papam means dosham, kalmasham, whatever it is there will go. Bhagastigatam papam dehe tishtati mamake. Dehe tishtati mamake means in my body. Mamake, my body. My dehe, body. My body. In my body, whatever papam is there in bones as well as the muscles. That is the first line. Tagastigatam papam dehe tishtati mamake. In my body, whatever papam is there in muscles and bones. Next is what?
ప్రాసనం పంచగవ్యస్య.
Prasanam. Prasanam means what? Taking. Prasanam panchagavyasya. What is panchagavyam?
గోమూత్రం అవండి.
ఐదును.
అవును.
పాలు దగ్గర నుంచి వెళ్ళండి. పాలు, పెరుగు, నెయ్యి.
పెరుగు.
Then మూత్రం and malam with limited quantity. With that 5 with puja and punaskara, with mantram, with this mantram and with puja, if we take it, that will help as a medicine. So in medicine also, these 5 only is used. Cow milk, cow dahi and cow ghee are to be used. Not every ghee, every milk will not help you to give good results of Ayurveda Vaijyam. When you are taking Ayurveda Vaijyam, you have to take this cow milk. They tell you, take with cow milk, take with goat milk. Like that they will tell you. Accordingly, you have to take Ayurveda also. So similarly, this cow milk has got the Aushadha Lakshanas. So when you take these 5 with these things, that will work as a Aushadam, as a medicine to your body and remove all the health problems in your body. That's what it says. Aushadam, prasanam panchagavyasya dahati agni riva indhanam. Dahachagni riva indhanam. Dahati means burns. Just like agni, iva, just like. Iva means just like. Agni, just like Agni. Agni iva. Indhanam. Indhanam means katte, wood. How Agni burns this wood, like that, this taking of these 5 items will help you to remove all doshas in your body. This is common management, common human life principle, Arogya principle, Ayurveda angle. But when you go to Sanatana Dharma Pancha angle, it was in a different way. In every dosham you do in your life, in every bad karma you do, every time you cannot take a suchis, subhranga, you cannot take food and others. Sometimes you may take outside, sometimes you go, you will not be able to follow the rules of dharma, what you are supposed to do. You have some sacrifice, you do it. So because of those relaxations what you follow, those relaxations will create a history of karma in your back. And how to remove those things? For removing those things, prayaschitta karmas are required. The prayaschitta karmas are Panchagavya Prasana. The Panchagavya Prasana is one of the prayaschitta karma. By taking Panchagavya Prasana with after puja, after Ganapati puja and Panchagavya puja, and then taking them after doing puja through the hands of the Purohit will make you remove your mistakes of your life and remorse, a remorse. We prayashchittam. I am repenting for my mistakes. The real prayashchittam is taken by taking these 5 things as prasana. So that's how this Panchagavya prasana is one of the important principle for doing prayashchittam generally. Not only that, for doing any yajna yagadi kratus also, the first karyakramam is only this. After Ganapati Puja, Panchagavya prasana is arranged and Panchagavya prasana is given to all the people who are doing that yajna. All they were all Brahmins and all Yajamani and all associated people. They are all supposed to take this because they are supposed to be pure. A Devata Pratishtha is being done means, a Yajnam is being done means, they are supposed to be completely, mind is to allow. Like that, whatever temple is constructed with these pujas only will have big name, will have long life. So that Kumbhabhishekam and Yajna-yagadi kratus, when they do it, the Panchagavya prasana is one of the important concept and which is done every time we do the Kumbhabhishekam of temples or when you start any major yajnas like Chandi Homam or Satyachandi Homam, Sahasra Chandi Homams and Srauta Karmas. So many Yajna-yagas are there. When they do that, this Panchagavya prasana is a must before starting the main work.
Okay, thank you very much, Prabhakara, for the nice explanation on the Panchagavya Prarthana. And anyone
ధన్యవాదాలండి.
else who has any question?
Any other questions?
There are no more questions. Everybody is very happy on this today's session, which is very, very informative.
Maybe they are not understood also because of fastness.
చాలా 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 బాగుంది అసలు. ఏదో ఉట్టి పేర్లు చదువుకుంటూ పోయిన ఎగ్జామ్స్ అప్పుడు కానీ ఇప్పుడు మాత్రం చాలా సూపర్ ఉంది అసలు క్లాసు. ఒక్కొక్క ఒక్కొక్క ఐటమ్ తీసుకొని మీరు అంత బాగా చెప్పారు. చాలా బాగుంది అసలు. వెరీ ఇన్ఫర్మేటివ్. Thank you.
You read that, you will get more information.
Yes, sir. అది ప్రింట్అవుట్ తీసుకొని చదువుతాం ఇక. Thank you.
I gone very briefly. Please read them. You will understand more information.
And
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be waiting for the compilation and the book that you are going to write on
That will
this.
take some time, but read
Right.
what is first.
Right. Thank you very much. I think we have no questions. If you permit, we can close the session.
Sure, please.
Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I'm closing.